This is my audience. My name is Ebony Nance, and I'm going to talk to you about Detroit. Have you ever been to Detroit or wanted to go? There are many interesting and significant landmarks and artifacts that are in Detroit that people may not know of. Also, I'm going to give you some reasons why you should go and visit. I lived in Detroit until I was 10, and I recently moved back about a couple months ago, and I'm currently 20 now. I'm going to explain to you some of the significance of Detroit and shed light on some of the dark and evil things that the media depicts about Detroit. And I'll be specifically talking about briefly how I grew up and the Big Three, how Detroit was developed from New France, and downtown Detroit landmarks. I was born at Bon Secours Hospital. I was the youngest of 4 growing up. I went to Detroit Public Schools until I was about in 3rd grade, so that's 9. And I lived around the corner from most of my friends, and I'm still friends with those people till this day. There's the Big Three that's in Detroit, and it's an automotive industry, and that's why they call it the Motor City. The Big Three consists of General Motors, Ford Motor Company, and Chrysler. My uncle actually works for General Motors. And Detroit is one of the largest cities in Michigan, and Detroit was developed from small trading posts in New France. Detroit's name is actually French, and it's pronounced Detroit. And in the 20th century, Detroit was the 4th largest city in America. Downtown Detroit has many interesting landmarks within the city. There are 3 different casinos downtown. There's Motor City Casino, MGM Grand Casino, and Greektown Casino. There are 3 different sports teams that are actually located in downtown Detroit. There is the Joe Louis Arena, which is home of the Red Wings. There's Ford Field, which is home of the Lions. And there's Co-America Park, which is home of the Tigers. There's a people mover that's above ground rail that you can go on, and you can visit all the landmarks, and you can see the water. And there's a river walk that you can stand on, and you can see Windsor, Ontario, Canada. And on the people mover, you can actually see it from there also. And there's Hart Plaza, which hosts events like the Ribs and Soul Fest. There's concerts there. Not big concerts, just small ones. And Pride was actually there this summer, every summer actually. And Detroit has some artists that have become famous, such as Big Sean, and there was Motor City Records, Motown Records, that was started in Detroit. And Detroit has 2 different ways of getting to Canada. There's a tunnel, and then there's the Ambassador Bridge. Detroit is not as bad as the media depicts it, and Detroit is a alive and thriving city. You can enjoy some of the Detroit American-made cars. Also, Detroit was developed by New France, and you learn that there are 3 casinos, 3 sports teams, and that you can see Canada from downtown. So you should consider visiting Detroit so that you can say you can been to many cool places and landmarks. And this is my audience.